UK and European allies are alarmed after US President holds surprise talks with Russian dictator Vladimir Putin over Ukraine. Donald Trump has been warned that appeasing Russian dictator Vladimir Putin by allowing him to keep captured Ukrainian territory will lead to more wars. Former Defense Secretary Sir Ben Wallace said Mr. Putin will rearm and he will be back, while John Bolton, Mr. Trump's former national security advisor, said, "They're drinking vodka straight out of the bottle in the Kremlin tonight." And Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer insisted Ukraine must be at the heart of any peace talks, after the US president held a private telephone conversation with his Russian counterpart about how to end the conflict. A long-planned meeting of NATO defense ministers in Brussels was overshadowed by Mr. Trump's shock announcement that he and Mr. Putin have agreed to end 3 years of bloodshed in Ukraine following a lengthy and highly productive discussion. The US president then called Ukraine's leader Volodymyr Zelensky to inform him of the conversation. Alarmed European leaders insisted that Ukraine must be included in peace talks rather than having a deal imposed on it. Sir Keir said, "There can't be negotiations around Ukraine without Ukraine being at the heart of it. And it's really important that Ukraine is in the strongest possible position, whether that's in discussions, or whether it's continued fighting." There was concern over comments by Pete Hegseth, the US Defense Secretary, who said it was unrealistic for Ukraine to expect to regain all the territory it has lost to Russia since 2014, when Mr. Putin first invaded his neighbor. Keir Giles, senior consulting fellow at Foreign Policy Institute Chatham House, compared Mr. Trump's proposed deal to failed attempts by British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain to avoid war with Nazi Germany in the 1930s. He said, "It's peace in the same way that Munich 1938 promised peace on an entirely false premise, that you can appease an aggressor by trying to buy him off with giving them part of the territory of their victim and hope that means some sort of sustainable peace. But of course it does not, because it encourages greater aggression."